welcome to another episode of Bob and the Boys. If you didn't know, this is actually Kyle today, and we're going to be calling it Kyle and the Boys today, so stay tuned, and I'll leave it over to my side guy here, Bob.
It's a very interesting start there, Kyle. I'll tell you what, we'll call Kyle and the Boys when we get that better sweat percentage up. Anyways, I want to start with this. Can't have it all in life. I think we all, especially us, I think this is going to ring a name into your head. It's like that guy that goes out to the bars and he wants to hook up with, he sees a hot chick, sees another hot chick, and he wants to hook up with them all. Well, I got news for you. Unless you're some mastermind, you're not bringing back 5 hot chicks and hooking up with them all.
There's a guy I know, B-Train. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
The B-Train.
B-Train Brian Gilbert. No, he's not pulling that out. what I'm really comparing this to is Magic Johnson. Paul George, the Lakers, it almost seemed like a foregone conclusion about a year ago. Well, it's far from a foregone conclusion as Paul George is going back to Oklahoma City. The Lakers, Magic Johnson, they cooled off way too much on Paul George, tried to get Kawhi Leonard, and then they said, oh, well, if we don't get Kawhi, we can get Paul George. Magic, you can't have them all. Should have dialed in on Paul George. Kawhi's a more tricky situation. So that's all I'm going to lead in. With that, I'm bringing these guys in. How are you guys doing today?
Good. Just watched a fantastic finish of the World Cup. Russia beating Spain in penalty kicks.
Yeah,
Putin, it was an inside job. Putin had him win.
Would you really be surprised, though?
No. That should have been a penalty kick in the second extra time period with Spain. But, Putin.
How are you doing today, Kyle?
Oh, not bad. I was the only one cheering for Russia there, so.
Very un-American of you. Let's jump into it. Yes.
That's un-American of me.
Yes, it is.
You don't like vodka.
I guess, yeah, you got me there.
Some taco? Bob back in his taco days.
It was taco Bob. You guys don't know what it is? That's the type of vodka, like if you go to like Kobe's or like, not Kobe's, or like any Asian restaurant and they cook the food in front of you, that's like the vodka they use to clean the grills. That's the type of vodka I drank in college. But anyways, free agency madness. I couldn't wait to talk about this. I'm very excited. Sean, I'm sure you've had some opinions on this. I'm going to start with you. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, I was kind of what you preluded in the opening with Paul George. I figured Paul George was going to LA, and it was basically like a foregone conclusion. That I was listening to some of the documentary he did. He goes, when I was growing up, I wasn't picturing myself in a Laker or a Indiana or Oklahoma City jersey. I was picturing myself in a Lakers jersey. So I don't know. I guess for him to kind of contradict himself like that, it just seemed like he got maybe mad he wasn't the main guy that the Lakers were kind of what you said. They were all about Kawhi, and Paul George probably has, he has an ego just like any other star does, and said, well, if they don't want me, I'm going to go back to where I know they want me, and Russ wants me. So, let's hopefully try to do something for there, which I don't think they're going to do anything, but, he made the decision. I don't think it was a smart one, but, I guess you have to respect his decision.
Any thoughts you have, Kyle? You want to talk more about Paul George or any other free agent signings thus far?
I actually like Paul George staying with Oklahoma City.
Really?
Yeah, why not? You don't like the small market teams?
I just don't think he's ever going to win a championship. He actually won't ever win a championship.
I don't think he would have won a championship in LA.
He left a lot of money on the table with the deal he took.
Hey, money is money. You can't take it with you when you're gone. So you take experiences and relationships. So obviously Russell cares for him more than anybody on the Lakers. Threw him a nice party last night, and he values friendships over the dollars. So I can respect that.
Good for Paul George. He didn't get a good contract, but good for him. I hope he's happy.
What's the contract worth?
$137 million, I believe.
You wouldn't take that?
You could take more money.
But you wouldn't, say right now, if somebody said, here's the $137 million, you wouldn't take that?
I would definitely take that.
What's the difference between 147 and 137?
$10 million.
When you're breaking down taxes between LA and Oklahoma City, it's not huge.
Endorsements. LA endorsements.
I'm pretty sure Russell Westbrook gets endorsements.
Not the endorsements
I'm pretty
you
sure
get
that
in LA.
He lives in LA probably more than he lives in Oklahoma City, so the endorsements will be there.
It's not. It's no. If you would have been a Laker, the endorsements would have been triple.
Okay, Oklahoma is known for what?
Tornadoes. The Unabomber.
So maybe those are some
Boomer Sooners.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield. Maybe he'll get some sponsorships out of it.
Well, there you go.
Baker's in Cleveland.
Okay. I think
he could be repping Baker's brand.
I don't really want to get into for personally myself. I don't really want to talk about Paul George that much. I'm kind of really over it. Good for him. Hope it's happy. They're not going to championship. Good luck paying Melo about $30 million. You're Oklahoma City, but that's no here or there. I think I want to transition more to Lakers. And Sean, you asked me, do I think LeBron James is going to be coming to LA Lakers still? Correct?
Yes.
Here is my answer to this, because I said I want to hold my thoughts to the show. I don't know. Here's what I do know. With what he's got for options, it's really LA or Cleveland, and now Philly's kind of warming up a little bit. I personally think that the Lakers are the best option for LeBron James. And here's why. A lot of people totally disagree with me and say I'm a homer, but I'll present a very strong argument for you here. Okay, I'll tear down the Cavaliers first. $100 million over the luxury tax. They have about, 5 to 7 terrible contracts they're locked into. And Dan Gilbert is not a LeBron James fan. His best player, the owner, he's got still pretty much a rookie general manager. It's just, come on. What are the Cleveland Cavaliers going to do for LeBron James? You can say, like, oh, but he'll be in the Eastern Conference. At the end of the day, he can still maybe go to the finals, but like we talked about, I still think the Celtics would beat them when they're fully healthy. But you go to the finals, you can get trounced by the Warriors, whoever comes out of the West. You're still not winning a championship. The Philadelphia 76ers, I don't think this is a great basketball fit at all. Ben Simmons cannot shoot any sort of a jump shot. Markelle Fultz, he hasn't shown he can shoot any sort of a jump shot. Joel Embiid, he's going to clog the paint. So what is LeBron James going to have for driving rooms and facilitation and kicks? Because that's LeBron James. He likes to go away.
Because Bellinelli just signed with the Spurs,
yes.
and Ersan just signed with the Bucks.
Yep, and JJ Redick, they paid JJ Redick 20. I was talking to Hayden about this.
$20 million,
yeah. JJ Redick's not going to take like an $18, $17 million pay cut to stay there.
No.
So they're not going to get him. So how is this a great basketball fit? And do you want to live in Philadelphia? Either of you? I wouldn't want to live in Philadelphia.
You'd rather live in LA.
Yeah, come on, man.
Hey,
of course I would rather live in LA.
that's your opinion.
But
hey, Philly's championship central right now. So.
Yeah, but even with LeBron and 76ers, are you convinced even them with Joel Embiid, LeBron, Ben Simmons, they beat the healthy Celtics?
No.
I'm not either. And do you sure as hell think they're going to beat the Warriors with that team?
No.
Okay.
Because Warriors can shoot and...
So here's my point. Why Lakers? You can go any one of the 3 places, and he's not going to win a championship next year. He won't. He's not going to win a championship next year. But the Lakers have the cap flexibility and the shooting and the prowess because it's in LA. Maybe in 2 or 3 years to get him another championship, and he's living in LA versus Philadelphia and Cleveland. So that's my pitch to LeBron James.
So I'm thinking. I was seeing on Twitter that the Lakers are interested in DeMarcus Cousins.
You want me to talk about that?
Well, I was going to kind of talk about it.
Go for it.
So, and then along with Kevin Durant, had just signed a 1-year deal, 2 years, got a player option for a 1-year deal in Oklahoma City. Klay Thompson is a free agent next year.
Yes, he is.
I think the Warriors have a chance to break up after next year. And Kevin Durant and LeBron talked about joining forces. It's not obviously going to happen this year. I think it might happen next year.
You could see that happen.
I could see it happening. I could see them signing DeMarcus Cousins, Lakers, LeBron going there. I mean, that team's obviously not going to win the West.
Be a top 4 team.
It would be a good team. And then with Durant, then they have Dame's contracts over the way after that.
Yep.
So then they have room
for 3
for a Durant, and I mean Durant, or Klay Thompson even to go there. And Klay Thompson's darn good. I think that would be more realistic than Kawhi going to the Lakers.
Well, that's still even a possibility in 2019.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm
so
just saying.
He's there too. So you got Klay, Durant, and Kawhi still.
But I mean, I don't think LeBron goes to the Lakers without another star coming to him because.
What about DeMarcus Cousins?
If he goes there, LeBron did call him the best center in the league.
He likes him.
He does like him, but
it depends on that rehab's going.
I mean,
bad injury.
Achilles ruined his career.
He's young still, so I'll give him. I'll give him.
But I mean, Isaiah Thomas wasn't super old either when he has his Achilles, and that ruined his career.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, granted, that was back in the '90s.
Modern medicine's kind of caught up.
But I don't know. He's not going to go to the Lakers without any big name guy because there's just no point for him because
he
can make more, or I guess he can't,
He'll stay in Cleveland at that point and do another 1-1.
And then leave.
Yeah.
So, but if they get Cousins, get or a Dang and a first-round pick, because those first-round picks aren't really that desirable.
No.
Because if the Lakers say if the Spurs wanted to trade Kawhi, and they get 2 first-round picks, well, the Denver pick's not going to be that good because and the Lakers, because they're both going to be good teams next year, probably with those pieces on those teams, both playoff teams, which means you're not going to be getting lottery picks. So why would the Spurs want to do that? So it's like I just don't see the Spurs getting enough back from the Lakers to want to do Kawhi. And I think Cousins is probably the best bet as of right now.
Any thoughts, Kyle? Anything we've just talked about? We've talked about a lot.
I think there's a lot of just woulda, coulda, shoulda, future fluff BS. You know, I'll see it when it happens. Because
it's fair.
Kevin Durant is not going to play with LeBron James.
You don't think so?
Why would he go play with LeBron James? He is, in his mind, the best player in the world. And granted, he's not. But he's trending that way. He's beaten them 2 years in a row. He's got 2 Finals MVPs. Why would he want to go from being the man to being saying second fiddle? I don't think he'll ever do that. They train together, they like each other, but that doesn't mean you want to play together.
It's true.
A lot can happen in a year.
Why would you leave Golden State, or even you're living in San Francisco. You're in a nice city
even if he doesn't, Klay Thompson.
You're playing for Steve
Klay Thompson might.
Yeah, just extended him long term.
Yeah.
Who?
The Warriors. Steve Kerr.
Yeah, I know. So you got Steve Kerr locked in. You know, they all get along. So the one guy that's gonna probably leave the Warriors, which would be Klay Thompson.
Yeah. I don't even think he'll.
I don't know if he really would want to leave.
I'm not.
But he's the guy that would maybe go. Well, maybe I want to be my own guy on my own team. Which I don't know if he.
But he wouldn't if he was on a team with LeBron and whatever.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but
Klay Thompson's not going to go to a team that's not good.
Right.
Like if you win 3 rings, because he's
he's just going to stay on the team. Why wouldn't he? Those guys make enough money. He's got a big.
He'll have 4 rings next year if they win it all. Why would he go somewhere?
He's got a big shoe deal with some place in China.
I just think eventually dynasties end. And with having to pay everyone all that, maybe
it's possible.
Yeah, and David West and those guys, they all had quotes at the end of the year saying, "You don't know how much crap happened that Kerr had to put up with all of us, and once it comes out, you're going to be shocked."
That's why I told you. Steve
eventually,
Kerr deserves a lot more credit.
Yeah, he does. But eventually, it'll fall, and all it takes is one little thing to happen, where someone's upset or an injury. One of those guys get injured next year for a long time. You never know. The Rockets could maybe.
But they lost Trevor Ariza now.
Yeah, I know.
That's a big loss.
I think that Curry and Durant have a little bit of a sort of feud.
Sean, let's talk about this. I want to talk a little bit more about the Spurs and Kawhi, and then I want to come back to the Warriors getting injured next year, perhaps, because it's possible. But first, I want to cover this. You talked a little bit about the Spurs and Kawhi Leonard. If I'm the Lakers too, God, Magic Johnson, I wish I could give you some advice, but you probably wouldn't take it from me anyways.
Hey, well, you'll get hired next year when they don't get a free agent.
Yeah, no kidding.
He said he'd quit.
We're going to get to that later in the show, too. But you cannot trade Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma, and a bunch of people are like, why wouldn't you make that trade? You don't make that trade because Kawhi Leonard only played in 9 games last year, but that's beside the point. Even though I'm confident Kawhi can come back, it's not a certainty. But here's the other thing. Why would you choose? The Spurs have the pressure on them. The longer Kawhi Leonard goes untraded, the less value the San Antonio Spurs will get, literally day by day. Because they're going to have to at least trade him probably during training camp, or certainly by the trade deadline, or they're going to get nothing. So maybe you take the risk and let him go to Philadelphia, but you don't. What if he comes to LA and it doesn't work out? He's not the same player. Why break the bank on him? No, that's a terrible idea. Maybe the value drops in him so much, you can lowball the Spurs. You don't trade Brandon Ingram, who I think in about a year or two is going to be an all-star, and Kyle Kuzma is going to average 20 points a game in the next year or two also. For a guy with a little uncertainty and a guy that wants to come to you. And I know you can say the Paul George thing, but this is a little different circumstance in my opinion. But I want to go with this. So let's say the Warriors, let's say Curry or Durant gets injured. Would DeMarcus Cousins, LeBron James, and that young Lakers core be able to beat the Warriors at that point?
I don't think so.
No?
I think Houston, even without a reason, is still over.
Better than the Lakers.
Because Capella's staying, Paul and Harden. I mean, they pushed into a Game 7 last year, and Game 6 even without Paul, they were up by 17 after the first quarter. And I mean, in Game 7 they missed 27 consecutive straight threes. Like how? I mean, that's probably not going to happen again. I mean, I still think the Lakers wouldn't have enough. Personally, you might disagree, but I still think Houston has that experience. I mean, in the end, those guys don't have that experience.
I don't disagree at all.
Look at what happened with Philly.
I don't
in this
disagree
year's
at all.
playoffs.
But I think the Lakers I don't think they are necessarily favored, but I think they would have an outside shot.
Oh, I'm not saying I wouldn't be competitive.
I would rank it right now. Let's say hypothetically, I don't know if this is gonna happen because LeBron might not even come to Lakers. Let's say Lakers do get DeMarcus Cousins and LeBron James. I would rank it Warriors, Rockets, then Lakers. So that goes back to Paul George. Like, are you even the fourth best team? Because the Jazz just beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're gonna get better.
Well, Melo's gonna get worse.
Yeah, Melo.
They'll get rid of Melo.
They can't.
Good luck.
Who's gonna want that contract? So he's getting paid $29 million or something like that.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
gonna be on
he'll
one more
show up.
year.
Maybe he'll show up.
Either way,
If he wears his hood, he might do it.
And how about maybe the Nuggets coming into that conversation? The Nuggets could maybe be better.
I'd go Golden State, Houston, Lakers, OKC.
I don't know.
I'd put the Jazz over.
The Jazz, you can Donovan Mitchell's gonna get. You want to talk about getting better?
Yeah,
Donovan Mitchell's only gonna get better.
Honestly, LeBron or Paul George should have just went to the Jazz, and then everyone would have been sweet.
That would have been
because like he would have been great next to Mitchell.
Was that even?
No, I wish it would have happened though, because that would have put them.
So
Can I want to say, I think the Mavs are going to surprise some people.
They're going to be solid. They're going to be solid. I mean,
they're
Dennis
slowly
they're doing one push to try to get Dirk back in the playoffs for his last year.
They're not
gone.
I think they're going to be just out the outside looking in.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're trying to do enough, like putting DeAndre Jordan, Dirk, you got Dennis Smith, you got Luka Doncic,
you know who else too?
Wes Matthews.
If the Mavs swoop in and because they're interested in this guy and get Julius Randle too, if you got DeAndre Jordan, Julius Randle, Harrison Barnes, Doncic, and Dennis Smith
Jr., and Dirk.
That's a playoff team. Yeah, that's in 7 or 8.
I know, and I was just starting to think about
that they need Julius Randle.
And they got a top 3 coach.
Yeah, Rick Collar, people don't know, is an outstanding coach.
And
but yeah,
best owner.
I have a feeling, honestly, Sean, the more I just think about that, LeBron's not going to come and Julius Randle will actually be back in purple and gold, though. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah,
Does that make you happy?
No.
Apparently, Nick Wright, who everyone knows is a big LeBron guy, said LeBron will make his decision by Tuesday.
Yeah, Brian Windhorst said it's going to be before he's the one you really want to listen to LeBron.
Yeah, because I'm sure he's from the same bed as LeBron.
Yeah, seriously, that's how the guy got famous. But
yeah.
Good for him. He's very good at what he does. He said this will easily be done by the 4th of July. So he's got that meeting with Philly today. You'd think that, honestly, I think we might have a decision by tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised. He had that dinner with Magic. I don't know if you saw last night. On the
at 12:01, Gilbert was on the phone with LeBron.
Was he?
And yeah, Cleveland, like right when he was on the phone talking to him. So
this is, I don't know. I just want it, and I got really excited, but my hopes are starting to dwindle now. I think it'll be 1-1 back to Cleveland.
It's crazy. Like everyone was like, "Oh, Houston, well that ain't gonna happen."
Yeah, what if
Philly? That's probably
what if
gonna
Magic's
Lakers.
gotten greasy and he's just like, "All right, LeBron, go back one more year," and then Kawhi will stay one.
I wouldn't risk that.
And he could. It honestly, that scenario is almost better than what they got right now.
Yeah.
Plus, maybe it gives you guys some trade value for Lonzo, because his trade value is not very good right now.
No.
Because if he has another good year,
if his knee isn't right,
he'll be back before trading.
Yeah, but I mean, if he has a good next season and really improves his free throw shooting, and his jump shot even more.
Well,
teams would actually probably take a flyer on
him. If he improves that much at that point, I would just keep him.
Yeah.
He's going to be a damn near Hall of Fame player if he improves his shooting, because he does everything else trending towards a Hall. I know he's 1 year, but for a rookie to have the type of skill sets and his vision, his basketball IQ, his rebounding, his feel for the game, his defensive presence, it was Jason Kidd-esque, really. People don't realize that. He had a better rookie year than Jason Kidd did. People really don't realize that. But that's here and there. Let's move on to our bet or sweat segment.